Send over to the Mountain West. Now, when we preview this game, this was before the Matthew Sluka news. Okay, so we were picking this game at 4.5. I took Fresno State at the 4.5, but in the best bets, obviously, I took UNLV minus 1.5. So big conflicting right there. But you took UNLV. You were all over it. For the right or the wrong reasons, whatever. UNLV looked awesome. All right, they looked so good. Haj Malik Williams. This offense just looks so much better when he's at quarterback. He's accurate with the football. He takes care of the football. He can also run. He can also run too. It's not just Matthew Sluka that can run. They're at quarterback. He had 252 rushing yards. Um, they got 4 sacks on Mikey Keene. I mean, they just look so good. Putting up 59 burger on Fresno State, who's a team that, you look at and you're like, okay, they could compete in the Mountain West. Not sure that they'll win it, but I mean, it's kind of looking like right now in the Mountain West, it's kind of a collision course for UNLV Boise State. Who's going to win this thing? And the winner of, like, whoever comes out of the Mountain West could be the representative for the G5 in terms of making the college football playoffs. And UNLV looks every bit the part right now to me.
Yeah, holy cow. I love, we just talked about Indiana having resilience there after their turnovers. You talk about sudden change. Your quarterback just ups it and kind of just, steps away from the team, trying to get his thing. Whatever the story may be, I'm not going to get into it because I don't know exactly what happened. Regardless, though, to have the fortitude, sometimes those things can tear teams apart, but it can also bring teams together. And you saw that they came out hot. They came out hot, obviously, had a couple 3-and-outs, but going up 21-0 in that first half and playing on a chip on your shoulder was big time. The block punt was also huge. And then also, too, talk about stepping on the throat of a football team. You had, 5 drives, 5 full drives, not counting the last game, the kneel downs there. 4 touchdowns, 1 field goal. Holy cow. And a couple
None of
interceptions
those
as
drives
well.
more than 6 plays, too, by the way.
Yeah, well, quick hitters,
Explosiveness.
explosiveness. And in terms of UNLV, like actually on the field here, like Mike Williams gives you a lot of what Sluka did on the ground, but he also has consistency and throwing the football. He threw the ball very, very well. 13 of 16, 182, 3 touchdowns. Ricky White, we've been waiting for him to break out. He was the beneficiary to this change here for Malik Williams coming in. He was not, as dynamic as we were used to seeing him against teams like Houston and Kentucky or in Kansas. And he looked very, very good, very comfortable. He had 3 touchdowns on the day, including that block punt, like I said. Yeah, holy cow. Fresno State, maybe they just ran into a wagon, right? They just couldn't run the ball. And maybe part of that was game script, right? Part of that was game script. But again, in the Mountain West here, you're going on the road here, you're going to have to be able to run the football. It's not all about Mikey Keene. Those 2 turnovers, those interceptions, not ideal. But again, I don't know how much you could have done there with the UNLV playing the way they are right now. To me, it's more about Fresno State will be fine. They'll be very competitive with a lot of teams in the Mountain West here in year one with the new coach. But UNLV, man, continues to look very, very dangerous.
So dangerous. Yeah, and I don't.
How about Jalen Catalon too? By the way, Jalen
Yeah,
Catalon, former high recruit, right? Good to see him getting active. Very good to see him getting active.
yeah, no, he's playing well, dude. He's playing well. That defense is really good. That's what kind of makes this team like dangerous. It's like I'm not seeing, at least when I watch these games, not really seeing a lot of holes on this team at all. Like especially defensively, Jackson Woodyard is a dog. Okay, Jalen Catalon is a really good athlete. You just got a lot of good talent on this team, man. And they're taking advantage of it. Barry Odom's doing a great job there. In terms of like college football playoff outlook and the remainder of the schedule for UNLV, I mean, you're looking at this. I mean, they got a win against Kansas that is looking less and less impressive. Okay, but if you're the committee, do you factor in that they had Matthew Sluka at quarterback and like if Haj Malik Williams ends up kind of down? I mean, they play Syracuse next week, which
At
is
home, baby, at
at
home.
home. Like
I I thought they were gonna go there for game day. I really
yeah,
did. I know they're going to Berkeley.
I think we should preview that game, CD. I think I'm gonna
Absolutely.
make that executive decision. So if you're a UNLV fan, just keep coming because we're gonna be riding this train for a while now. And then after that, you got Utah State, Oregon State on the road, which is an interesting game, and then Boise State. You get them at home. You get them at home, and then the rest of the way you play Hawaii, San Diego State, San Jose State, and Nevada. I mean, This UNLV run defense has looked really good thus far. We'll see what happens with Ashton Janty. Don't want to be getting into the weeds too much with this team, but they're looking really good. They are looking really way over exceed my expectations. I thought they might be getting in over their heads a little bit this season, but they've looked really good. Because like Jaden Mayava, like he was such a valuable piece of that offense last year. He was so good, and if Haj Malik Williams is all of a sudden you insert him and he's able to replace that production, this team is so good.
Mhm.
Considering that they're exquisitely better on the defensive side of the ball.